Hey guys, it's Mark, and I wanted to give a real quick video about what I think is a pretty cool technique. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you to do this, but it works for me. Everyone's got a problem with time, right? And we all want to learn. You know, as internet marketers, we all want to learn, and you should certainly understand the importance of listening to audios, motivational, self-help, internet marketing type audios, without a doubt, you know, reading and listening. But I gave a post and a video yesterday, the day before, regarding a webinar, Monday night call that Vic Strauss did. And, you know, just how great I thought it was. Anyway, so great that while I'm driving, what I'm doing is I download it to my little notebook here, you know, my little notebook, and it's downloaded, so I'm not using bandwidth. Anyway, I'm listening to it. I just put my, you know, I just listen to it. I just put my headphones in here, and what I'm doing is, while I'm listening to it, I got my phone on. I got downloaded an app called InkPad. Which what I do is that when I'm listening, I record little cliff notes. Like, I'll listen, and you know, if I wasn't driving, I would write something down, but since I'm driving, I can't. So what I'll do is just make a, you know, if it's going to be a long cliff note, you know, it's just something that is said that you want to, you know, write down, because you want to keep it in your head. I might pause the video. If not, I'll just, while it's on, just real quick, you know, make the cliff note in my recorder in this InkPad, and it's summarized. It's very easy to do. Like, it titles it, and now, so as I'm going along, I'm just, you know, and I looked at, I'm reviewing it, and it's like tons and tons of notes, and I realized I'm grabbing more context, grabbing more nuggets from the webinar by doing that, from what I'm listening by doing that, because you know, I guess you're running it through, you're processing it one more time. You're listening. When you listen, one of the things Vic talked about is, you know, the value of both reading and listening, but when you listen, your mind can stray. When you're reading a book, your mind can't stray. But when you're listening, by taking these cliff notes, you know, he says something, he'll speak for a few minutes, and I just summarize it into something that when I go to look at it later on, my cliff notes that I wrote, I'll be like, yeah, and I know it'll just snap, and I'll remember specifically his voice and what he's saying. So that's one way to get more value, to get more education out of what we're doing. So now, with that information, because it's in written format, I can now take that. I could do blog posts, I could do Facebook posts, I could do a ton of information without having to re-listen it. You know, oftentimes what I'll do is I'll listen to something and then I'll make some material. Well, now, because I'm driving, listening to it, and making these cliff notes, I could do so much more with it. I just compacted hours of time into doing this. I hope that's clear, and I thought it was a really cool way to, you know, just to take advantage of our time. All right, leave a, you know, I don't know where you'll see this, but leave a comment or get a hold of me if you're not clear what I'm saying. But basically, I'm listening, and I got my phone in my hand, and I just, you know, rather than texting it or typing it in, I just hit the speaker, and I say a cliff note. Now, it's not always going to come out exactly right, but when I go to review it, I'll understand what I meant. You know, so my smartphone has something where rather than typing, I just hit on. I say, Vic said it's very important to read and write, read and listen. Reading might be more beneficial because you have to focus more. You know, and that's my cliff note. So hope that helps. Take care.